The happiness of your
Companies of all sizes use BigQuery.
When you prefer meaningful experiences over stuffy service, it matters where you stay.
Fiverr. Find the right freelance service right away. So that's how they're growing so fast.
Yeah, I imagine they had way more employees than we do.
I mean, look at the number of projects.
Look at that frozen yogurt tap.
Digital marketing, AI experts, web design.
Raspberry mocha swirl. Unbelievable.
Should we try that?
I wish.
The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In a world that constantly tries to dictate how we should feel, think, and act, imagine possessing the power to find inner peace and happiness, regardless of the circumstances swirling around you. That's not just powerful, it's revolutionary. It's about taking control, not of the world, but of something far more important and absolutely within our reach, our own minds. Stoicism teaches us resilience, gratitude, and the art of living a fulfilled life. But this isn't just a history lesson. It's about you, your life today. It's about facing the chaos of our modern world without losing your cool. It's about finding calm in the storm and happiness in the simplest of things. It's about transforming your mornings from something you dread into a powerful launch pad for a day filled with purpose and joy. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the noise of life, if you've ever struggled to find a moment's peace, or if you're just curious about how ancient wisdom can be your secret weapon in the 21st century, stick around. This might just be the video that changes everything for you. Let's dive into the Stoic strategies that can help us craft not just a morning routine, but a life filled with intention, resilience, and true happiness. I implore you to give your full attention to this video from start to finish. If you've made it here, you're not like everyone else. You're a standout, someone who seeks depth and wisdom. Your dedication to absorbing this content in full sets you apart even further. Number 1. Find your ikigai. This might sound like a fancy term, but it's actually a beautifully simple concept that comes from Japan. It's about discovering that sweet spot where your passions, skills, societal needs, and what you can be paid for all intersect. It's your unique reason for being. Imagine waking up each morning fueled by a clear purpose that excites you, something that makes the thought of hitting snooze just irrelevant. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just about enduring life's hardships with a stiff upper lip. He was deeply invested in the idea that we're all here to play our part, to contribute something meaningful. He urged us to approach each day as an opportunity to fulfill our role with integrity and passion. Now, think about that in the context of ikigai. It's not just about finding what you love. It's about aligning it with what the world needs and what you're good at. That's where the magic happens. But how do you start uncovering your ikigai? It begins with some introspection. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? What can I get paid for? It's okay if the answers don't come to you right away. This is about the journey, exploring different facets of your life and interests, and seeing where they converge. This quest for your ikigai isn't just some fluffy, feel-good exercise. It's about setting the foundation for a life that's rich in meaning and satisfaction. When you align your daily actions with your deeper purpose, even the mundane tasks gain significance. Your relationships start to flourish because you're more present and engaged. Your creativity soars because you're aligned with your true passions. And overall happiness? Well, it becomes more of a constant companion than a fleeting visitor. So, as you think about setting your alarm for tomorrow morning, consider what ikigai means for you. What could be so
You guys, I'm
compelling
back, I'm
that
back.
you'd leap out of bed
Ahmed, you're
Wait, I'm
back?
the leader.
to start the day? Remember,
Hamad is not
this
back yet.
isn't about
Let's wait for him.
overnight transformation.
Oh, okay,
It's
sure.
a process, a gentle
I'm
unfolding.
here, I'm here.
And as Marcus Aurelius would
موجودة.
remind us, it's about doing the work day by day.
Okay, last game for me.
Dedication and honor.
Yeah.
Same.
Finding your
I join
ikigai
later maybe.
isn't just about personal
Okay.
After
fulfillment. It's about
Maybe after
embracing
9,
your
I mean.
role in the larger tapestry of life,
Match found.
contributing your unique thread to the ever-evolving human story. Number 2, prepare for your mornings. The ancient Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, were big on the idea that our actions should be purposeful, not just
I started
random
streaming.
acts thrown into the wind, but deliberate steps
أهلا
guided
وسهلا.
by our inner compass.
Don't type
This
anything in the chat.
philosophy extends beautifully
What?
into how we prepare
Just ignore
for
the
the day
chat.
ahead, starting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
night before. Here's the deal. The quality of your morning begins with how you spend your evening. It's tempting to binge watch your favorite series until the wee hours or scroll through social media until your eyes blur. But let's pause and consider how that sets you up for the next day. Your brain needs time to unwind,
Someone is
to
typing
process the
Valorant
day's
chat, right?
events, and to recharge for what's
yeah.
ahead. That's where a solid
the game start or what?
routine comes into play.
Yes.
You're not
Imagine
in?
treating your evening
Agent
routine
select
with
we're
the
in.
same respect
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and
I thought, yeah.
intention as you would any other important aspect of your life. This isn't about rigid
this is a
self-discipline that sucks the joy out of your
BS.
evenings. It's about creating a space that supports your well-being and aligns with
Play
your
Gecko.
goals for the next day. For instance, limiting screen
عندنا
time an hour
نشيطة.
before bed
Nudged.
isn't about
Ah.
denying yourself
Oh,
relaxation.
sorry.
It's about
عادي،
giving
عادي.
your mind the cue
Because
that
Gecko
it's
is good
time
on
to
this one.
wind down, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling
Yeah, well, someone
refreshed.
does. Oh,
Planning a
you
bit
guys
for
dodge
the
or
next
how?
day can also be a game
لا
changer.
player one.
It could be as simple as jotting down your
How
top
did you know
3
that they are one of
priorities
those?
for tomorrow.
Match
ما
found.
ما
Alone sets a clear
You didn't pick.
direction,
ما نقى.
ensuring you wake up with a sense of purpose. And here's where the Stoic mindset really shines. It's about acknowledging what's within our control and letting go of what's not. We might not be able to control every detail of our day, but we can certainly influence how we start it. And let's not forget about some deep breathing or meditation to calm the mind. This practice isn't just fluff. It's a powerful
Who's throwing?
tool that signals to your body
Let's go.
it's
Lena.
time to rest. Inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly helps reduce stress, lower your heart rate, and prepare your body for a deep, restorative sleep. It's like pressing the reset button, ensuring you wake up not just physically refreshed, but mentally and emotionally as well. Number 3, avoid distractions after waking up. In today's always-on world, this might sound like a Herculean task, but it's absolutely vital for setting the tone of your entire day. Picture this, the first moments of your morning,
good.
untainted by
If
the
it's
I
like
think
that would be a
clamor of
problem.
emails,
Yeah,
social
I think
media
it's Jumbo.
notifications, or the buzzing news
Yeah, he
cycle.
probably did.
Or
It's
that.
just
Match
your
found.
thoughts and the serene quiet of the dawn. That's not just refreshing, it's
Please
empowering.
tell me it's not him again.
Marcus Aurelius was a strong advocate for living with intention and focus. He wasn't distracted by
He's
the
not.
notifications of ancient Rome, and believe me, he had his share of distractions. Instead, he emphasized the importance of concentrating on the present moment and the task at hand. He knew something that's even more relevant today. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So, how do we apply this ancient wisdom in the modern age? First, it's about creating a morning space that's intentionally free from digital distractions. This isn't about shunning technology, but rather choosing not to let it dictate the start of your day. It's tempting to roll over and immediately check your
What should I
phone,
play? ISO or
but
Jets?
that instantly
What do you want me
puts
to
you
go?
in a reactive state.
Player
Allah
1 and 2, what do you
تسبح.
want to play,
Demands
bro?
and dramas of the external world. Instead, give yourself the gift of a peaceful start. Imagine dedicating the first hour of your day to
Okay, that's good,
activities
that's
that nourish your soul and sharpen your mind.
Yalla,
Maybe it's
nice, let's
reading,
go.
meditating, journaling, or simply
Yeah, better go
enjoying a
Sage,
cup
go
of
Sage.
coffee
Sage
as
is
you
good.
gaze out the window. This isn't wasted time. It's an investment in your well-being.
كمان نسمع.
By avoiding distractions, you're not just avoiding stress. You're actively
the same
creating
map
a
again.
reservoir
Why,
of
يعني?
peace and focus that you'll draw from throughout the day. Making the most of your mornings isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about subtracting the noise that doesn't serve you. It's about prioritizing what truly matters before the day's demands start pulling at your attention. This is where the stoic practice of focusing on what's within your control comes into play. You might not be able to control the flood of emails waiting for you.
Another
but
day,
you can
another
control
battle.
How and when
So
you
be it.
choose to engage with them.
I do not feel
So
blood
tomorrow,
on my hands.
challenge yourself to start the day on your terms. Resist the urge to dive into the digital world first thing. Instead, anchor yourself in the present moment, savoring the peace and potential that the morning holds. Remember, every
عم
day
تضحك
is
ليه؟
a new opportunity
بعد
to live
الريلز.
more intentionally, more serenely, and more in
Multitasking, huh?
line with who you aspire
Do they have flashes?
Let's
I
make
think
our mornings a testament
Rez
to
will
that
throw her
ambition,
grenade.
guided by the
Here.
timeless
Wait for it.
wisdom of stoicism and the unwavering focus on what truly matters.
Careful.
Number 4, wake up consistently. Stoicism at its core is about understanding what is within our control and
Reloading.
acting with virtue and intention in those areas. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca,
Flash, flash.
these guys
Reloading.
weren't
Feeling
just
safe.
talking about enduring life's hardships with a stiff upper lip. They were advocating
Here.
for a proactive engagement with life,
Enemy
of our actions and our mindset. Waking up consistently
والله راح نتغلب بالجيم.
is this philosophy.
غلب كتير.
We are in control of how we start our day, that we are not at the
Yes.
mercy of whims or
Flawless.
external pressures. Building a life, as Stoicism suggests, step by step.
We have
Race
two
to the spike
sentinels.
side.
Action is a powerful concept.
Where are we going?
It reminds us
This
that
map is
big
weird.
changes start with small.
والله مش الماب عادي ايزي اخذنا السايت
Waking
بكل
up at
سهولة.
the same time
Yep, yep.
each
ما في
morning
smoke.
might seem like a small thing, but it's a cornerstone.
Wait for the
the
robot.
stage for everything else. It's about creating a stable foundation for your day, where you're not rushing from the moment you open your eyes,
Forward.
but rather starting with a sense of control and purpose. But here's the thing. Consistency is challenging. It's supposed to be. The early days of trying to wake up at the same time each morning
the right.
can
Here.
feel like an uphill battle. Your bed feels more comfortable than ever, and the temptation to
One
sleep
top mid.
just one
There's
can
two, there's two.
feel irresistible. This is where the stoic practice of perseverance comes in. It's about reminding yourself
Gun here.
why you're doing this,
Ghost.
about the person you're becoming through this discipline. It's about seeing beyond the immediate comfort and focusing on the long-term benefits this habit will bring into your life. Becoming a morning person then is not
We
just about the
can win.
mornings themselves. It's about embodying the qualities that make you resilient, focused, and intentional throughout your day. It's a practice in self-mastery.
boss
in
both on
aligning
me.
your actions with your values, and in cultivating the kind of life you want to live, one morning at a time. So how do we make consistency our ally? Start by setting a clear intention the night before.
Loading.
Remind
Last
yourself
player
that
standing.
waking up at a
One
specific
enemy
time
remaining.
is
Revealing area. There they are.
have more quiet time in the morning
90.
for reading
No
or
time, no time.
meditation. Is it to exercise?
Hey, have time.
Simply to start
Oh no,
with
he
a
doesn't.
more relaxed and controlled manner.
He doesn't have time.
Then create an environment.
He
that
also have
supports this
like.
habit.
Busy.
Going to bed a
Now
bit
Let's
let's
go
early,
B,
turn
let's
this
go B,
around.
rush B,
you
rush
get
B.
enough sleep or keeping your
What
لا والله رش ما راح تزبط. ما معنا
Let
سموك.
the natural
What does
light
aura mean?
wake you up gently.
I don't
And
know.
when it gets tough,
blame
remember
it,
the
I'll blame
Stoic believes
Bless
in
you,
the power
bless you,
of
please.
our own will and the importance of acting according to our principles. Each morning that you wake up at your chosen
Kabusti.
time, you're not just starting your day, you're reinforcing a commitment to yourself, to your growth, and to living a life of intention and purpose. Number 5, take it easy. Amidst all this talk of discipline, consistency, and waking up with the sun, it's paramount to remember one thing: we're human. And
Reload.
being
One
human
mid.
means we're
One mid.
beautifully complex creatures with brains that often Stay down. The path of least resistance, the instant gratification route. This is precisely why embarking on new habits, like transforming our mornings, can initially feel like an uphill battle. Yet there's something in acknowledging this fact. It's not a flaw, it's just part of the human experience. Now, let's channel some stoicism into this concept. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-compassion.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Alongside its
Clove
calls
is
for discipline and
A.
resilience. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal
Flawless.
Nice.
often reminded himself
We all
to
did
be
our part.
patient and forgiving with his own shortcomings.
It's worth celebrating.
He knew
Enemies
that
close.
berating oneself
Eyes
for
up.
every slip-up
Did you hear him?
was not the path
Who
to
said?
growth.
Heard what?
Instead,
سافا
he advocated for
سافا
recognizing
بيحكي
our errors
انت
it's
سوف
worth
انت
celebrating.
سوف
عارف عارف.
الفويس لاين ما سمعته كيف.
This approach is crucial.
It's worth celebrating.
New
I
morning
get it.
routines or any habit for that matter.
I didn't hear him.
Those first few days or even weeks can be tough. Your alarm goes off.
Let's
and
play
every
the same
fiber
thing.
of your
Hold
being
on.
wants to
First
stay
you there? Nice.
cocooned in the warmth of your
Eating.
bed. And
What
let's
are
be
you eating?
honest, there will be days when
Shawarma.
you give in to that desire.
Nice.
That's okay. The key is what you
1
do
minute, 2 minutes,
next.
2 minutes.
Do you beat yourself up, spiraling into a cycle of guilt and self-criticism? Or do you take a breath, forgive yourself, and see the next morning as a fresh opportunity to try again? Forgiveness and patience with ourselves are not signs of weakness. They're indicators of strength and wisdom. They mean we're in it for the long haul.
Spike down
To
A.
navigate the ups and downs with grace. This stoic
Nice
practice of
first.
self-compassion
Jet is
is
low, I
about
think.
understanding our nature,
No.
working with
Shut down.
constantly
Nice,
nudging
Abu Hamid.
ourselves towards the habits
Abu
and
Hamid.
life we aspire to. Moreover,
just come to me. Just come,
isn't
fuck him.
about making excuses or allowing ourselves to perpetually fall short of our goals. It's about recognizing that
flank
growth
me?
is a
Okay,
process filled with learning curves
They
and
just mid.
setbacks. It's about
Over now.
understanding that each new
Yeah.
day brings with it a new set of
Was he
challenges
AFK?
and opportunities.
I think
And
flanking.
it's in
30
this
seconds
daily
left.
renewal that
Sage
we
has
find
a-
Just watch flank.
resilience.
Sheriff.
I'll watch mid.
Marshall.
Embracing
Glove
those
has
early
Marshall.
mornings
I think
or
she
any
switched.
new habit.
Should be
Remember
flank,
to
the
take
Sage.
it easy on yourself.
Yeah.
I think both. I
Celebrate
think.
the small victories. Learn from
One
the
enemy
setbacks,
remaining.
and approach each day with a heart ready to try.
I'll
send
This
flowers.
isn't just
Bro,
about becoming more
who was trolling?
It's
It
about
was the last
cultivating
game.
a
Okay.
mindset that's
One bullet
prepared to
for
face
Who
life's
said he's
challenges
trolling?
And
Last
with a
game?
blend
ولا
of
لا؟
determination
بينا
and
واحد منهم.
kindness.
Last game.
Number 6. Practice discipline in little.
Okay, عندنا AFK. We have AFK.
Consider the simple act
Uh,
of placing your alarm clock.
Ask
against the room.
Sage. I have money.
It's not just about making it
Hey,
physically
rich,
harder
rich.
to snooze. It's a
طب
statement.
ريكوست انت ما بده
It's
هذا.
a commitment to start
Need a
the
drop.
day on your terms, to rise despite the comfort of the bed's embrace. It's a small act of defiance against the inertia of sleep and comfort, a step towards embracing the day with intention. Similarly, waking up each morning might feel like a trivial task, especially when you're the only one who'll see it. Yet it's so much more than smoothing
Well.
sheets and fluffing pillows.
Sage, we
Lies in care,
Resmed.
in telling
Well, I'm
yourself
playing really
that
bad.
your environment and how you engage with it matters. It's about creating a space that reflects the order
I have
and
B.
respect
Can be,
you're
can be.
cultivating within yourself.
Defeated.
Nice.
My ult is ready.
Marcus Aurelius would likely argue are the building blocks
Barrier
of a
created.
disciplined life.
No way.
They're the everyday choices
Raise
that, easy to overlook, cumulatively mold our character.
Two
Each
tower.
time you choose to do these little things,
think maybe more.
you're casting a vote for the type of person you want to be.
Nice Mohammed.
You're
F
choosing
the
a
hunter!
person who values discipline, order, and respect for oneself and
Nice,
one's
you damage him.
environment. But why focus on these
ما
small
معي وقت.
acts? Because they're within.
Yeah,
Last player standing.
Not all of us can control the major events in our
يا أخي
lives.
ليش دائما
The
بيطلعوا
upheavals,
they
the
disconnect.
unexpected turns.
They don't
have
a single
How we respond to the start of each day, how we treat our immediate
Come double
surroundings,
peek
how
with
we
me
prime
Frost. The
ourselves
peek in
for
mid
whatever
always.
lies ahead.
Here, wait let me show you.
This is stoicism in action.
Here,
focusing
here,
on
and
what's
here.
in our power to
That was
control and letting go of
Sage
what
always
isn't.
peeks from here I think.
Moreover, these
Okay, we're
practices
playing
aren't just about
3v5.
building discipline for discipline's sake. They're about cultivating a
Embarrass
mindset
them.
that's prepared for life's bigger challenges. If you can commit to these small acts of discipline,
One
you're
block the wall.
training yourself to uphold your commitments in more significant areas.
Bro, he just
You're
one taps
sharpening
me.
your ability to follow
Nice, nice.
to
Okay.
remain steady in the face
Wait, we go towards
and
B.
to approach life with a
Why do we keep picking mid?
demeanor.
Oof.
Come B.
Yeah.
Ideal.
No, there is Jet at B. Can you heal me, Sage?
Oh, we fight.
Oops, my ult's ready.
Nice.
سمعتني يا عمر؟
سمعت ايه شو قلت لي شو قلت له؟
بحكي لك اوه بنت بمزح ما سمعتني.
اي نو ايوه
دوري
We can kill them.
Cover me from heaven.
Light planted.
tasks, their rituals, imbuing your day with purpose and your life with a sense of direction and meaning.
One enemy remaining.
Find accountability partners.
40 on Jot. I whiffed so hard,
The
bro.
idea here is simple yet profoundly impactful.
Here.
Sharing your goals with someone
Here.
who not only supports you, but also holds you accountable, can significantly amplify your chances of success. It transforms a personal
saving it,
journey into a shared adventure, making
my
the
way.
path to fulfilling your morning routine and, ultimately, your life's purpose less daunting.
Now I
and
get
more
why it's
enjoyable.
5v3, of course.
Think of your
Like
accountability.
I
5v3
forgot.
and we're winning, you know.
ally in
نايس محمد نايس محمد.
والله نسيت.
لحظة جت لي ماتت ولا أنت؟ لا
أنا.
أنت أوكي. يا Frost, you're trolling now.
Pick your enemy.
I didn't die. What the fuck?
No,
Helps
yeah,
you
yeah,
pick
it
your
does.
encourage you when progress seems slow and to celebrate your victories, no matter how
Let's
small.
hard push it, hard push it. I'll
This relationship is
Well,
a
bye.
two-way
Should I buy?
street. It's about mutual support and
باي ليه؟
Reloading.
أنا مستعد.
understanding that we're all striving to be the
Frost, buy me.
best
You have a lot of money.
The Stoics,
He's rich.
including
Frost
Marcus
is London money.
Yeah.
Seneca and Epictetus,
London?
often
London?
emphasized the importance
London.
of community
London.
and relationships.
London.
Injury.
They believed in the power of wisdom shared, in
Stealing
learning
sight.
from one another, and in the strength that comes from knowing you're not alone in your struggles.
I need healing, Sage.
Accountability
No, she hit me, she hit me.
is a nod to this timeless wisdom, recognizing that while
Damn,
the
there's
journey towards
80 and raise.
self-discipline and purpose is personal, it need not
A fine.
Last player standing.
an accountability
You had your fun. My turn.
Why did he ult?
or approach that you might miss
I
on
don't
your
know.
own.
Good for us.
They can offer new perspectives.
Making it fair
and
before
insights
before
that
wasting
can
gold.
What will it
catalyze
be
your
this
growth in
We are
unexpected
outnumbered,
patterns
man.
emerging?
I don't know if we
This
can.
partnership
I will
is
try
about
my best.
more than just
Come,
checking
let's
in
wanna
to
be
see
go
if
B
you woke
or
up on
what?
time or followed through on your morning meditation.
We need to play
It's
split.
about engaging
Can't
in
rush aside.
meaningful dialogue about
محمد
what's
محمد
working,
والله
what
بيك
isn't,
مد وجيبهم
and
من
how
المد.
you can both
They
support
always
each
speak
other
mid and they
in
don't know how
making
to peek.
adjustments.
Peek with Frost. I'll try to
So,
kill someone.
How do you
Ah, the
find
Marshall,
this
they're
accountability
Stick together.
partner? Look for someone who
One
shares
kick
your
failed this
commitment
corner.
to
Wonderful.
growth and self-improvement.
Here.
Sage was there last
A
round.
family member
Yep, and close
or
was.
even a colleague. The key is to choose
Okay,
someone
let me
you
drone.
trust, someone with whom you can be open and
Here.
honest about your goals, struggles, and successes. Once you've found that person,
like
Can be
be
king.
clear about what you're looking to achieve and what kind of support you need. Set regular check-ins.
Nice.
Offering encouragement, advice, and when
Careful
necessary,
here.
a
Yeah,
gentle
yeah.
nudge back on track.
Yes.
Remember, finding an accountability partner is about more than just external motivation.
Nice.
It's about building a
Healing.
relationship that inspires and uplifts
Serge.
both of you. It's about
Take the orb.
creating
Take
a
the
I'll
orb.
come from
You
Ben.
have it, you have it.
honesty,
Take Okay, you can plant.
vulnerability, and mutual support are
Last
valued
Vin,
one
Vin.
tower,
and
one tower.
nurtured. In
That's true.
this space,
Light planted.
morning
My
routines
ultimate.
and broader
Wall
life
raised.
goals become intertwined.
Behind you.
Towards living a more intentional, disciplined, and fulfilling life.
One enemy remaining.
Number 8. Remember
Here.
death.
Here.
The Stoic practice
Tower,
of
tower,
reflecting
tower.
on mortality is a call to action.
No healing.
A prompt to live our lives with purpose and intention.
Don't be scared.
It encourages us not to
Careful
squander our
here.
time on trivialities, but to concentrate on creating a meaningful
Can't
legacy.
use this yet.
Every morning,
No, she has it. She has it.
Last player standing.
a fresh opportunity to
She
engage
shouldn't
with
take
life
that
in a
out.
meaningful
Okay, we
way.
got it.
Save
Fine.
it, save it.
Contribute positively
Jump
to
off
the
the map.
around us
Nice try.
and to pursue personal growth and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often wrote about the fleeting nature of life.
تشامبر جاب كله طلع. تشامبر had one kill and left. Okay, he's back. And look at Sage. She didn't pass him.
عادي يعني.
أكيد عادي يعني بس إنه غريب الموضوع.
شامبر what happened bro?
And as a human being striving for virtue. The idea is that by keeping the end in mind,
Why bro? Why are you toxic? I didn't say anything.
And clarity, prioritizing the things and relationships that truly matter.
Why is he saying shut up for who?
In the context of our morning routine,
Rena.
transforms
What did he say?
It's not just another day. It's a day that we've been gifted, one that's not guaranteed to anyone.
Feeling
This
sight.
realization can profoundly
Nice.
impact how we choose to spend our time. The
Only we had
activities
smoke.
we
There's
engage
two
in,
heaven. Don't go
the
A.
relationships
Don't go A.
Don't push side.
we strive to build.
Just play for base.
It's a reminder to
Damn
live
it.
fully, to love deeply,
Sorry.
and to lead
Your duty is not over.
Thanks Sage. Oof, how?
Hope to die.
Player's dead.
helps us maintain
I guess he
Spike
got you as
down
soon as
A.
he spawned.
I think through wall.
challenges and setbacks. When we
No, it's
remember
okay, it's
that
okay.
our time is
fine.
limited,
You will
the
not
daily
kill my ally.
Last player standing.
Revealing area. Taken
Omar
out.
Omar
more
عندنا.
resilient, more focused on
لعيب.
long-term goals,
الله عليك.
and less
محترف.
likely
يلا
to
ايس
be
ايس.
derailed by temporary difficulties. It's a
معقول.
practice that fosters
إيه، ممكن،
gratitude
ليش
for
لا؟
the present
الباقيين
moment
ضعف.
and inspires us to
بمزح
make
يعني.
the most of it.
استخدم
So,
اليوتيوب تبعك.
how can we incorporate this
ممكن
stoic
right.
principle into our daily life?
30 seconds left.
It begins with a moment of reflection each morning. Consider the day ahead as a blank canvas,
Somewhere close.
an opportunity
Could
to
be here.
contribute positively to your life story
Left
and
and
to
right,
those
maybe.
around you. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, would I be proud
So close.
choosing to spend it? This doesn't mean living in a constant state of existential crisis,
We get a pick.
but
We move
rather
in.
cultivating
Got it?
I want to play mid.
appreciation for the now, for the opportunity to live, learn, and love. In embracing the stoic practice of remembering death,
I will buy
we are not
Shadow.
focusing on the end, but on the
Want to
present
half buy?
and how
Sage?
we choose to
Half
live
buy, half
each day. It's a powerful antidote to complacency and a reminder to live our lives with intention, purpose, and gratitude. So let's greet each morning with the awareness that it is a gift, an opportunity to craft a life that's rich in meaning and aligned with our deepest values.
It doesn't be.
Essence of living stoically, of making the most of our finite time
Watching
in this
here.
world to create a
Let's rush them.
legacy that
Sage, can you hear
endures.
me? I'm low.
For
Number
you.
9.
Thank you.
Practice negative visualization. We're often told to focus on the positive.
If I had
to
Vandal-
visualize success and
هذا
Battle
Guardian.
Bundle
هذا
آخر لحظة.
Guardian صح؟
attract them into our
Mm.
lives. However,
Oof.
the Stoics,
Okay.
in their profound
الكبوستي.
wisdom, offer a different perspective that's not only practical,
اسمه
but
الكبوستي.
empowering.
On my way.
Negative visualization isn't about pessimism. Rather, it's a tool for resilience, preparation, and ultimately, greater appreciation of the present.
On my way.
The essence of this practice
Here.
is challenges, losses, or difficulties.
5 seconds
we
for
might
heal.
face
5
in
seconds for
life.
heal, Chamber.
This could range from
Can't use
minor
this yet.
inconveniences,
Can't
like
use
a
this
missed
yet.
bus
Healing
or a
you.
rainy day,
Accurate,
to
huh?
more significant hardship.
I don't know, he throw it.
The loss of a job,
This bitch.
or a loved one.
30 seconds left.
The purpose isn't
One here,
to
one
dwell
here.
on these scenarios in a way that breeds fear or anxiety, but to mentally rehearse how you
Message.
would cope with such situations should they arise.
Land the potato.
This process of visualization
Like
prepares
planting.
you emotionally and mentally, making you less susceptible to being thrown
Chamber
off
should clutch here.
by life's inevitable
Big chamber.
downs.
Frost.
Last player
Why
standing.
Frost? يلا let's
They all believe
I didn't
that
try
by
it- I tried to
contemplating
go
the
back
temporary nature
before.
of everything
Not
Go from
planted.
left, go from left.
we could cultivate a deeper sense of
That's right.
and resilience. This practice encourages us to focus on what we can control.
Frost
our
suicide.
responses,
These new friends
our
of ours are not so
attitudes, and our
friendly.
actions.
Double pick
Incorporating
mid, double pick.
negative visualization into your morning
We can
routine
get them.
can transform how you approach
Control
your
mid.
day. Instead of stepping out the door blind to the potential challenges ahead, you're mentally equipped to face them. It's like a mental training session where you strengthen your resilience muscles, so when life inevitably throws a curveball your way, you're not knocked off your feet. You've already rehearsed this moment in your mind and can draw upon your pre-visualized strategies to navigate through it. Moreover, this practice has a beautiful, somewhat paradoxical effect.
Spike down A.
See ya. Gratitude for the present moment.
بتوقع عندك
Without some
وين
of the
بالبيت
things we
ولا
take for granted,
هون.
we come back to
عندي ها؟
reality
لا ممكن راح مد
appreciation
من
for
البي.
them. It's a reminder of how much we have
Sage
to be
بس
thankful
أو
for
كسوفا.
No, no,
now.
Jet stays here. Or
In this
backside,
moment.
please. Backside or there.
This
One
isn't
always
about
stays.
dwelling in fear of loss, but about using the
خلص
thought
طلع
of it
صوت.
to
عارفين
deepen our
هون.
appreciation for the here and now. So, how do we
Cutting their vision.
practice negative visualization in a healthy, constructive way? Start with a few moments in the morning
Light
to
planting.
contemplate potential challenges of the day or broader future possibilities. Visualize how you would ideally respond, what strengths you would draw
Stay
upon,
alive.
what lessons you could
Heal
learn,
yourself, Sage.
and how you could grow from the experience. Then let go of the visualization and
81
proceed
res.
with your day, carrying with you a sense of preparedness
close
and
هنا.
enhanced appreciation.
One enemy remaining.
Headshot.
رز
My
ولا
ultimate is ready.
ناسي.
Last enemy taken out.
Appreciate your life. Incorporating gratitude into our lives,
Last round before the
especially as
switch.
we end our day,
We lose everything
can
after
have
this.
a transformative
Spend it.
impact on our well-being and outlook. Keeping a gratitude
I'll
journal
ult somewhere
is a
here.
beautifully simple
I don't
yet
pick mid.
profoundly
Maybe heaven.
I always get
to
picks in
cultivate
mid.
this
I'm
sense
gonna
of
keep playing mid.
appreciation. It's about taking a few moments before we sleep to reflect on the day and jot down a few things. we're
والله
grateful
فراس
for.
what the fuck bro.
This could be anything from a kind gesture, from a
That's what I'm
strange
saying.
I no
beautiful
worries.
sunset, the completion of a challenge.
If you find someone at an awkward time, that's like you can use this place.
Waiting to embrace us
Spike
at the
down
end of
A.
the day. The act of writing down what we're grateful for shifts our focus from what's lacking in our lives to the abundance that's already present. It's a practice that aligns perfectly with Sage's teachings.
Gone.
Nice,
We
Ahmed.
emphasize focusing on what we have rather than what we don't, on what's
Sage is
within
mid.
our control rather than what isn't. This shift in
Last player
perspective
standing.
ahead.
sets the stage for a peaceful
escape.
night's sleep, free from the turmoil
One
of
side.
unfulfilled desires or lingering frustrations.
Fuck.
But it also primes our minds to begin the next day with a sense of purpose and appreciation.
Switching sides.
But why end the day with gratitude?
I hate to
Because it
say
allows
it,
us
but
to close our
probably
day with a
best
note
to
of
play as a team.
positivity,
So,
regardless of
what's
the
the
challenges
plan?
we may have faced.
So I was
It's a way of reaffirming the good in our lives,
ستة
of
ستة يلا
finding
no worries.
peace even in turmoil.
Which
and
side
of
is this map?
nurturing a
B
mindset that
CT
sees opportunities for
defender
growth
or
and
attacker?
joy in every circumstance. This nightly practice of gratitude
You guys know?
creates a ripple effect, influencing not just how
Gonna
we
be A
sleep,
probably.
Which side
but
is
how
this
we
map?
wake up and approach our
Defender or
morning.
attacker?
It transforms our first
Not
thought
sure, I think
from
attack.
Attacking, I think.
drones over the alarm
Yeah,
clock
should be
to a
attack.
quiet anticipation of what the new day holds, what new things we might discover to be grateful for. Moreover,
I think it's
the
B.
practice of
B.
appreciating our life
But
extends beyond our personal sphere. It enhances our relationships,
Those hard.
chill.
more attuned to the
Scanning
value
ahead.
of those around us, and more expressive of our appreciation for themselves in our lives.
Shamble
It
disconnected
deepens
again.
our connection to the world as we become
Spike
more
planted.
observant of and thankful for the beauty and
There.
wonder that surround us, often in the most mundane moments. As we
You have
consider
that, you have
the
that.
multitude of strategies to enrich our mornings and
Still in
by
sight.
extension our lives,
Here.
let's not
Enemy
overlook
spotted,
the
B.
power of ending our day with gratitude. It's a
Reloading.
practice that embodies the stoic
One enemy
Enemy.
remaining.
one marked
Oh,
not
okay.
by
Right.
external achievements or material
Nice.
possessions,
Valiant
but
effort.
by inner peace, contentment, and a deep-seated appreciation for the present.
This is our home.
As we wrap up this journey through the 10 strategies inspired by Stoicism, it's clear that
Weapon
each step,
choice. It is so
each
personal.
Chamber AFK.
The gun tells me who you are.
it's a pathway to cultivating a life and profound.
If we exchange chamber with any other player
Mean every
who
day
plays a min,
perfect.
it will be easy.
Every day will be met with a stronger,
We didn't have smokes on attack and we still got 6.
You
Yeah.
have within you the power to transform
good.
not just your mornings but your entire life into a reflection of the stoic ideals of virtue, wisdom, and contentment.
Someone might.
You sure?
Remember, this is just the beginning.
Yep.
There's a whole
There's
world
like
of
2 at
stoic
least.
waiting to be
Spike man,
explored.
spike man.
Spike down
Guide
mid.
you on your path to living a more meaningful and fulfilled life.
No one will lurk be
If you
okay.
found this journey enlightening and are curious to dive deeper into the stoic way of life, I encourage you to check out our playlist
Revealing
right here
area.
on the screen. It's packed with insights,
What? There's 3A. I don't know how I got
practical
one.
tips
I
to
jumped on
help
the
you
wall.
embrace
3A.
the
2 more.
full richness of
Eh,
stoic
There's a wall. Did they break the wall? Did they push?
No, they didn't. They were literally just waiting for the wall, hiding.
Please leave your comments and
Now
share
they'll come.
your experiences. Let's
They're not
embark on
in.
this journey of growth.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Nice.
Spike
Last day,
down
just help
A.
Sage.
Ah,
With
Sage.
purpose,
Do not fight us.
days lived with intention and a life brimming with gratitude.
My
Thank you
city
for being
needs me.
part of
I
Stoic
can't be
Journal
away for
community.
long.
See you soon.
Let's end this quickly.
Wallah, holding mid
It's
is
not
very
what
easy.
happens to you, but
I don't
how
want
you
to
react
jinx
to
it, but
that
I'm
matters.
doing good in mid.
Did you know that the ancient Stoics had a secret
I
weapon
like to
that
be.
could make them
I like
immune
to
the
play with
chaos
ego.
and
You know.
emotional
I don't want to just
turmoil
hide.
caused by difficult
Like
people
whenever
in
you're
their
playing
lives?
Jet, you have to play aggressive.
Imagine
Otherwise, you
possessing
cannot
such
get
a
the
tool,
trades.
a kind
Exactly.
of mental armor that protects you from the negative energy others may try to throw your way.
B.
This isn't
Yeah?
just a piece
How
of
many?
ancient history. It's
I
a
don't know, just
practical
smoked one.
strategy that can transform
Okay.
your life today. Whether you're dealing with
Let's
a
smoke.
challenging boss, a frustrating
Crown it.
عندك عندك عندك.
the wisdom
Ready?
of stoicism
Ready.
offers a powerful solution.
65 on
In today's video, we're
اسمها
diving deep
Clove.
into how you can apply these
65
stoic
clove.
principles to not just
Spike
survive,
planted.
but thrive in the face of adversity.
Last
This
player
is about
standing.
more than
What?
coping.
My spam didn't work.
Opponent.
Resilience and
Nice try,
profound
nice
try.
personal freedom.
Very nice. Try.
So,
It's okay, it's okay,
if
Sage.
you've
It's
ever
fine.
يا اخي ما لازم العب
Even with numbers, anything can still
ما
happen.
لازم تلعب
or if
شوف.
you're
Remember
simply
that.
seeking a
Small
more
garden.
tranquil existence in this hectic world,
حرام بيكون
you're in the
الكروسر
right place.
ايزي يعني
Let's
هيد شوت.
embark on this journey together, armed with the timeless wisdom of stoicism, and unlock the secrets to maintaining
بس التايمينج غلط.
serenity.
عادي
no
عادي
matter
بتحصل.
what life
You
throws
make
at
mistakes.
you.
It's fine. We're playing
The
on a
only thing I
disadvantage,
ask
bro.
of
عادي.
you
We can
is
do
not
this.
to
I believe.
skip
Let's
this
go.
video.
اكيد اكيد
I'm in the zone.
انا
والله.
مش زعلان كثير
Consider
يعني.
yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception.
Mid.
Now, act like one and
Yeah, they're
don't
playing
skip any part of the
I'm smoked.
content.
I'm smoked. I'm smoked.
One.
I'll try to
Minimize
flank
the
them.
narcissism in
Got him.
وحش.
This concept is fundamentally about drawing our line in the sand. Deciding
Just
Okay.
chill. I'm flanking.
forces, specifically a narcissist, affect our inner peace and tranquility. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement
كانت هون.
resonates deeply when we face the challenge of dealing with a
Holding.
narcissist.
Wonderful.
He is up.
It reminds us that our true power lies not in changing the narcissist or their behavior, which is often beyond
Planting
our
me.
control,
Spike
but in
planted.
altering how we respond and relate to them. In the context of dealing with a
Your
narcissist,
duty is not over.
what we truly have control over
Cool.
is our reaction, our emotions, and how much mental
Weapon
real
here.
estate we give them.
Top.
Opening.
Ah, I
Especially
didn't see.
when emotions run high and the narcissist
What?
الو.
Hello.
Last player standing.
Left.
One enemy remaining.
عمر.
Seneca offers
That's
wisdom
right.
that complements
Revealing
this
area.
approach. We suffer more often in imagination
Close.
than in reality.
What?
كتاب.
Sometimes the anxiety and distress we feel
شفت سافا.
كذا عم يخلط.
by
عادي
Show me
عادي.
where to
fears
go.
and expectations of what they might say or do next.
My ult is ready.
Applying Seneca's insight, we learn to differentiate between the actual impact of their actions and the additional suffering we create in our minds. This doesn't trivialize the challenge.
Did you see me fighting Sova? Rost?
Rather, it empowers
I just
us to
heard the bullets.
reclaim
I was
our
spectating.
space by focusing on the
I could tell
present
from the
reality
bullets.
rather than
Yeah.
worst-case scenarios. Let's break this down a bit.
That's
Imagine
pretty
you're
big,
carrying
right?
around a
B, B, B.
every day, and every negative interaction, every attempt at manipulation,
Are they
every
pushing?
hurtful comment
Yes.
from the
Scanning ahead.
narcissist adds a rock to this backpack. It's heavy, it's exhausting, and it's slowing you down. What stoicism teaches us is that we have the power to stop
120
adding rock
raised.
to our backpack. We can't
Spike
change the
planted.
narcissist, but we can change
Enemy
Gotcha, fun. My turn.
starts with a
There's
conscious
one.
decision to shift our focus. This means
We have flank.
actively working on redirecting our thoughts and energy.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
And people.
Raise one. One
Last
HP.
player standing.
Activities that
Of
bring
course,
us
I just
joy.
on the
You can wall someone.
It's about creating boundaries, both emotional and physical,
معهاش
that
كتير وقت.
protect our well-being.
She doesn't have a lot
This
of time.
might involve limiting
Yeah,
our
he's gonna just wrap
interactions with
around.
the narcissist.
barrier created.
No, he's gonna be on
Changing the
top.
nature of our conversation
I will
to
not die
avoid
here.
giving them the
Up,
ammunition
up.
to attack,
Clutch.
or in some cases
Nice
severing
try.
ties altogether. But it's
131 عليه.
This is when I was a flanking.
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die.
Maybe they didn't know where the raise was, I guess.
It means acknowledging them, understanding them, and then making rational decisions about how to proceed. If you're dealing with a narcissistic parent or sibling, you're not just dealing with a problematic individual. You're grappling with the loss of the supportive, loving relationship you deserve. It's a form of mourning, and it's important to allow yourself to go through this process. Seek out therapy, find solace in creative expression like writing or painting, and lean on supportive friends or communities. These steps are not just about moving away from negativity, but moving towards healing and growth.
I think mid
In embracing stoicism, we learn to focus on our inner
120 on
citadel,
Sova.
a concept referring to our inner sanctuary of peace and resilience. By minimizing the narcissist's role in our lives, we're not giving them the cold shoulder out of spite. We're choosing to prioritize our mental health and well-being.
Die.
We're
Last
deciding
player
that our
standing.
peace of mind is paramount, and that we won't allow anyone to disturb it. Remember that it's okay.
Sage is
to feel
always
hurt.
holding back.
It's okay to
Not
grieve.
ours, the other
It's
one.
okay to seek help. What's important is that you're taking steps towards a healthier, happier you with a fortified inner self that no
What?
external
What is he
chaos
doing
can
here?
breach. This is what it means to apply stoicism in dealing with
Stand
narcissists.
tall.
Finding
We are
strength in
VALORANT.
serenity
We are
and
fighters.
making the
We
conscious
are
choice
VALORANT.
to
We
focus
are
on
for
what
us,
truly
so-
matters: your peace, your happiness,
My health is useless.
and your
This is
growth.
gonna be hard.
2. Challenge
Yaki,
their
why
ignorance.
did they leave, Yani? Why every time we'll have to
Narcissists
play this
often
game,
construct a
someone
facade
leaves.
of superiority,
Even when I used to
be
play
it
other
through
games,
charm,
everyone leaves the game.
intelligence, success, or any
And that he-
combination thereof.
And they queue for
This
comp and then
facade isn't just for show. It's a deeply ingrained
Don't
part
pick-
of
don't
their
pick Omar.
identity, protecting them
They
from
never
facing
play
their vulnerabilities and insecurities. However,
Deploying drone.
when we start to see through this facade and question
I
its
think
validity,
nobody is watching
we're
mid.
not doing so out of malice. Instead, we're engaging in a stoic practice of seeking truth, of peeling away the layers of illusion to reveal the reality beneath. But how do we go about this?
Get out of my way.
First, it's important
B?
to anchor
Fire
ourselves
in
in
the
the principle
hole!
of stoic indifference,
What?
differentiating between what is within our control and what is not.
Sage, you
We
can
can change the
Spike
narcissist
planted.
and our
Last
control,
player standing.
but to
Ya
change
Allah.
our
Yes.
perception of them, thereby
Yeah, I'll
reducing their power over our emotions and reactions. When you notice the narcissist flaunting their exaggerated self-image instead of directly confronting them or trying to tear them down, you must choose to subtly question their narratives. This could be as simple as asking, how did you come to that conclusion?
What do you
Or,
say, Drone?
can you tell me
Ready
more
to
about
stretch
that?
your wings?
These questions, asked with genuine curiosity and without judgment, can prompt the narcissist and those around them to reflect on the authenticity of their claims. It's
think we need to
crucial,
just play
however,
retake and
approach
one has
this
to go
with
on flank.
caution and mindfulness. ensuring your own
or
safety
aim
and
diff them
well-being
somehow.
above all.
If there's 5.
I tried to go flank, but
Teaches us not to
no
engage
time.
in confrontations that
I
disturb
don't wanna
our
risk
inner
it and go
peace.
flank.
Instead,
I will just hold
we
mid.
should strive to maintain our tranquility and emotional equilibrium,
Mid.
regardless
Yeah,
of
that's more
external
fun.
provocations.
Careful here.
This means knowing when to engage,
No charges left.
always prioritizing our own serenity. By adopting a stance of detached
Careful here.
curiosity,
Here.
we're not
Right.
directly challenging the narcissist's self-image, but inviting them and yourself
What the
to explore the truth. This
Three mid,
subtle
three mid.
question
Ya
gradually
Allah.
deflate their grandiose perceptions, not through direct confrontation, but through gentle, reflective inquiry. In doing so, you may find that their influence over you diminishes, allowing you to see the situation and the
Spike
individual
planted.
more objectively.
Last player standing.
This
I knew
strategy
it, I knew he was
aligns with
there.
the
Why
stoic
is he still
practice
there,
of
though?
prososh, where we remain fully present and conscious of our thoughts, words, and actions. In maintaining this
Match
mindful
point.
awareness,
I
we
know
can navigate
what
our
matters.
interactions with the narcissist
Wallah,
with
I'm so
grace
pissed,
and
wallah.
wisdom, ensuring that we remain
I think
true
if we're
to our
gonna play mid,
values
we just
and
hold this.
committed to our
Hold
pursuit
this.
of
From both the
tranquility.
sides.
Play smoke all.
Challenging the narcissist's
I would hold from this
idealized
side.
self-image from a place of diminished importance in your life is about seeking truth in a compassionate, non-confrontational way. It's about gently uncovering the reality behind the facade, guided by the stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By doing so, we not only protect our own peace of mind, but also offer the
I'll bet for
narcissist,
you.
however indirectly,
Nothing.
an opportunity for self-reflection and growth.
Nothing. I think B. I think A.
Pursue personal growth through therapy. This journey of self-awareness and healing is not a passive process. It requires active
You will not
Spike
kill
planted.
my allies.
and the willingness to
120.
confront sometimes
120 raise.
uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This path
Enemy
is not
spotted.
about
A.
confronting the narcissist.
Nowhere to run!
Last player standing.
Wallah, I hate this game. I hate this
and
game.
our well-being. Stoicism its deep roots in
I just
the
hate this game.
cultivation of self-awareness
Attackers
and
win.
personal virtue aligns perfectly with the therapeutic journey. It encourages us to look inward, to understand our reactions, emotions, and the values that
Okay,
guide us.
GG's.
GG.
Seneca's wisdom resonates deeply here.
I'm off now as well.
Yeah.
No
I'm still
person has
free.
the power to have everything they want.
Nice. Oh wait, you
But it
D rank?
is in their
No,
power
you got
not
this.
to have what they don't have, and to cheerfully put
Okay,
to good use
see you.
what they do
Yalla,
have.
see you.
Bye bye.
Right.
In the
Bye.
context of therapy,
See
this
you,
means
see you.
acknowledging our current
Take care,
limitations or
Bye.
pain points,
See you, man.
not as permanent fixtures in our lives, but as challenges from which we can grow and learn.
I don't
It's
know, I
about
feel like I
shifting
want
our
to change the
focus
game.
from external
Play something else.
validation,
What do you think,
particularly from
chat?
those who cannot provide it in a healthy
What should
way,
I play?
to internal validation and self-compassion. Therapy offers a sanctuary for this introspection and growth. It's a space where we can openly explore our feelings, experiences, and the impact of our relationships without judgment. The goal here is to heal from the wounds inflicted by toxic relationships, to recognize our inherent worth, and to learn that our value does not depend on the approval or recognition of a narcissist, or anyone else for that matter. In the process of therapy, we engage in an act of stoic reflection, examining our lives and our choices through a lens of wisdom and courage. We question the beliefs that have tethered us to toxic relationships, beliefs that may have led us to seek validation from those incapable of giving it in a healthy way. This self-examination is crucial for detaching from the need for external approval, a step that empowers us to reclaim our independence and autonomy. But therapy is more than just a process of detachment. It's also about building something new within ourselves. It's about discovering joy, passion, and peace on our own terms, crafting a life that is aligned with our deepest values and aspirations. This aligns with the stoic pursuit of a virtuous life, where happiness is found not in external accolades or relationships, but in living according to virtue. Engaging in therapy and personal growth is a powerful act of resistance against the negativity a narcissist tries to impose. It's a declaration that we are more than the roles we've been assigned in their narrative, that we have the strength and wisdom to define our own stories. This is the essence of Stoicism, recognizing that our power lies in our ability to choose our responses, to cultivate our inner garden, and to live in accordance with nature and reason. This journey of therapy and self-improvement is not always easy. It requires bravery to face our vulnerabilities, to confront our fears, and to step into the unknown. Yet, it is also a path filled with hope. As we peel away the layers of pain and self-doubt, we uncover the resilient, vibrant self that has always been there, waiting to be rediscovered and celebrated. In the spirit of Stoicism, we learn through therapy that the ultimate freedom comes from within. It's the freedom to choose our attitudes, to respond with wisdom and compassion, and to live a life that reflects our truest self. This process of healing and growth is a testament to our resilience and our capacity for change. It reminds us that no matter the challenges we face, we have the power to cultivate peace, joy, and fulfillment from within. So, as we navigate this journey, let us do so with the courage of a Stoic, embracing therapy and personal growth as opportunities to become the architects of our own fate. Let's commit to this path of self-awareness and virtue, knowing that each step we take is a step towards a more authentic, empowered, and peaceful life. 4. Protect your mental space by controlling your reactions. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events or the actions of others, we have absolute control over our internal world, our thoughts, reactions, and emotions. This principle is incredibly empowering, especially when dealing with a narcissist
What should I play?
whose behavior can often feel like a direct assault on our mental peace. Let's unpack this a bit. The narcissist, by nature, may attempt to provoke, manipulate, or unsettle you through their words or actions. The instinctive reaction might be to respond in kind, to defend yourself, or to engage in the conflict. However, this is precisely where Stoicism offers an alternative path, one of calmness, detachment, and inner tranquility. Choosing to control your reactions is not about suppression or denial of your feelings. It's about acknowledging your emotions and then making a conscious decision about how you wish to respond. This might mean taking a moment to pause, to breathe, and to reflect before responding. It might mean choosing not to respond at all. The key here is the realization that your power lies in your response. You are not at the mercy of the narcissist's whims. You are the gatekeeper of your mental space. This strategy requires practice and mindfulness. It's about developing a keen awareness of your emotional triggers and the habitual patterns that dictate your reactions. It involves a commitment to observing your thoughts and feelings without immediately acting on them. This is where Stoic exercises, such as journaling or meditative reflection, can be incredibly valuable.
I think I'm
They
gonna
allow
play
you
Snapper
to
Ghost
step
Warrior.
back, to view the situation from a place of rationality rather than emotion, and to choose a response that aligns with your values and your desire for peace. By refusing to play the narcissist's game, by choosing calmness and detachment over engagement and conflict,
Achieved
you're doing
with
something
CryEngine.
profoundly Stoic. You're practicing the virtue of apatheia, or freedom from passion, which is not about the absence of feeling, but about the absence of disturbance. You're embodying the Stoic ideal of maintaining your equanimity in the face of provocation. This approach is not about passivity or avoidance. It's an active, deliberate stance that says, I am the master of my soul, the guardian of my peace. Your actions cannot penetrate the fortress of my mind unless I allow them to. It's a declaration of independence, a reclaiming of your power, and a commitment to your own well-being. In embracing this strategy, we not only protect ourselves from the negative impact of the narcissist's behavior, but also cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and resilience. We learn to navigate the world with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that our inner peace is unassailable. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to choose how we respond to the world around us, to live in accordance with our principles, and to maintain our tranquility, no matter the challenges we face. Let's remind ourselves that we have the power to protect our mental space, to control our reactions, and to live with dignity, serenity, and strength. This is not just a strategy for dealing with narcissists. It's a blueprint for a mindful, virtuous life. As we wrap up today's journey through the wisdom of Stoicism and its application in dealing with challenging personalities, remember this: your peace of mind is your sanctuary, a fortress that no external force can breach without your consent. Like the Stoics, we have the power to choose our responses, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to cultivate a life of tranquility and resilience. The strength you seek is not beyond you. It is within you, waiting to be harnessed and nurtured. Now, I invite you to continue exploring these profound concepts by watching one of the playlists on your screen. Dive deeper into the philosophy that can transform your life, offering you the tools to navigate its complexities with grace and wisdom. And if you've found value in our discussion today, please consider subscribing to our channel, sharing this video with someone who might need it, and giving it a like. Your support helps us spread these timeless lessons to more people in search of guidance and strength. Together, let's embark on this journey of personal growth and empowerment, anchored in the timeless wisdom of the Stoics and the pioneers of psychology.
Sweetness and light on the
Remember,
outside.
you're not alone on this path. Let's continue to learn, grow, and thrive together. Thank you for watching and being a part of Stoic
Total
Journey
shit on the
community.
inside.
Until
But you
next
are
time,
a badass
keep
killing machine, so
cultivating your inner
maybe
force.
that's what it takes.
So, let's get to it then.
Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Ever felt like you're constantly running on empty because you're too busy making sure everyone else's cup is full? It's like you're the go-to person for everyone's problems, but when you look around for someone to fill your cup, it's crickets. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This
Thomas
is
and
where
David
we stumble
Simonidze
upon an
started to
ancient
unify
truth,
all the
one
separatist
that's
subs
been around
as
since
ever.
the times
When
of
brutal ethnic
Stoicism.
cleansing starts,
Yet
it
it's
brings
as
haters
relevant
together.
today as ever.
There is an emerging Georgian
Stoicism
resistance
isn't
snapping
just
away
about
at the
enduring
edges of
pain
the
or
separatist
hardship.
campaign.
It's
In
about
short,
finding the
sabotage.
incredible strength
It's causing
that comes
destruction.
from knowing when
Not
to
very
say
strong,
no,
but with a lot of
when
heart.
to prioritize
What's key to bringing
yourself,
them over?
and how to
A humanitarian
truly be there
mission.
for others
Civilians
without
are being
losing
marched to
yourself
an old
in the
cemetery.
process.
They're being executed
It's
by the
about
separatists.
mastering the art
Save
of
them.
not setting
Resistance
yourself on
intel
fire
can help lead us
just
to
to
Thomas
keep
and
on
David.
It'll be my pleasure. Out.
You
Be
should
careful out there.
because today we're diving deep into how these ancient Stoic principles can revolutionize kindness, generosity, and yes, even self-care. So if you've ever felt like giving too much of yourself away, curious about how Stoicism can help you find a healthy balance, stick around. This one's for you. The only thing I ask is not to skip this video. Consider yourself different from the majority. Consider yourself an exception. Now act like one. Step in the path to Number 1. The trap of excessive kindness. Picture this. You're the person everyone counts on, the one who always says yes to every request, favor, and plea for help. It feels good, right? Being the go-to person, the one who fixes everything for everyone. But here's the kicker. It's like you're giving away pieces of yourself, bit by bit, until one day you reach for something to give and find there's nothing left. Suddenly, when the tables turn and you're the one in need, you look around and you're stuck. Why? Because you've given it all. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism, imparted by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, comes into play. He always emphasized the importance of self-care. He
Infiltrate the mission area. I think I made this. I finished this mission. Why are they making me do it again? I think this is another one, maybe. Not sure. Ah, no, this is another one.
Stoicism teaches us about balance and sustainability in our acts of kindness. It asks us to consider, is my help sustainable? Am I looking after my well-being as well? Epictetus famously said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters.
Yeah, I finished this mission.
We have the choice and the power to say no when necessary, to ensure that our acts of kindness are not at the expense of health and happiness. Plato, another luminary of Western philosophy, emphasized the importance of knowing oneself. In the context of being overly generous, knowing oneself means recognizing
Bro, this game is the best game ever.
and understanding that true help and kindness are only possible when we are in a position of strength, not depletion. And let's not forget Carl Jung, a titan of psychology, who said, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. This encourages us to look inward and ensure we are not dreaming away our energy on external demands at the expense of our inner well-being. Number 2, the art of giving without strings attached. The Stoics, like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, were all about the purity of action, doing the right thing for its own sake, not for some reward or recognition. Seneca, in particular, had a lot to say about generosity. He believed that true generosity doesn't look for a pat on the back. It simply gives because it's the right thing to do. He said, we should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation, for there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to your fingers.
Looks like they're digging their own graves.
Imagine
There's no time to
just
waste.
to see the joy on someone's face, with no hidden agenda or silent tally of who owes whom. This is the heart of Stoic generosity.
There's
It's
too
about
many.
giving from a place of abundance of spirit, not necessarily material wealth. When we give hoping for something in return, we're not really giving, we're trading.
There's too many here.
And let's be honest.
I don't know how it's controlling the drone is really hard, to be honest.
To a mere transaction.
Okay, let me just
This
bring my
philosophy
drone back.
dovetails beautifully with what Aristotle talked about regarding virtues. He believed that true
Where's
virtue
me?
lies in finding joy in virtuous acts
think I'm here.
themselves, not
Yeah,
in
there
the
we are.
external rewards they might bring. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic view on generosity. It's about finding joy in the act of giving, in the knowledge that you've made a difference, however small, in someone else's life. Plato emphasized the importance of acting according to our highest ideals, regardless of the outcome. This approach to generosity means giving because it aligns with who we aspire to be, not because we expect. It's about being true to our ideals, about embodying the virtues we value most. And then there's the psychological angle, beautifully articulated by Carl Jung, who spoke about the shadow and the persona, the parts of ourselves we show to the
exposed.
world and those we keep hidden. Jung's work encourages
No.
us to integrate
There's
all
a
parts of
hole.
ourselves, which includes
Go fast.
acknowledging the joy
Have to kill
we
them all
find in giving
before they
without
kill the hostages.
expectation. It's a profound act of self-integration and authenticity. Epictetus reminds us that we control our intentions and actions, but not their outcomes. So, when we give, we do it from a place of control, choosing to be generous, choosing to offer kindness without a thought for what might come back to us. This is empowering. It shifts our focus from what the world owes us to what we can contribute to the world. So here's the thing. Giving without expecting anything back is not just noble, it's liberating. It frees us from the disappointment of unmet expectations and the bitterness of
I have to
feeling
take my
used.
breath.
It keeps our spirit of generosity alive and well, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. This doesn't drain us, It fills us up with the deep, enduring joy of having made
Over.
a positive difference.
I see the target.
No matter how
Roger.
small.
Taken down.
Number 3, the necessity of setting boundaries. In today's always connected world, it feels
I'm a
like
ghost, bro. Of
everyone
course I'm gonna
wants a piece
vanish.
of us. Our time, our
Don't know.
energy,
You don't know that I'm a ghost?
It can
Hello?
get
Hello? I'm a ghost?
Stoicism, with its emphasis on personal virtue and inner peace,
Where is he?
teaches us the vital importance of saying no.
There he is.
But let's
think
be
he's
clear,
gone.
this isn't about turning our backs on those in need. It's about safeguarding our own well-being,
Anyone else?
so we can truly be of service to others. Consider
there's
the
no one
poignant
else, right?
story of a mother who, out of love and care,
Get the hell out of here.
everything for her
No one
There's
else.
still soldiers around. It's
while
too
this might
risky.
sound like the epitome of parental love, it had
I never
unintended
imagined I'd die like
consequences.
this.
The daughter never learned to
What are they?
navigate the world on
Oh,
her
there's
own.
someone else?
It was only after the mother's passing that the daughter was forced to stand on her own feet. This story, though simple, illustrates a profound truth. Excessive help can stunt personal growth. It's a reminder from the Stoics that fostering independence in others is crucial. We're not
Target's down.
or uncaring.
Copy.
That was close.
Rather, we're encouraging those we care about to find their own strength and resilience. Marcus Aurelius spoke volumes about the importance of self-discipline and the wisdom of understanding what is within our control. Applying his teachings to the concept of boundaries means recognizing that while we can offer support, we can't
Too
live
bad, too
others'
bad.
lives
There's
for
that.
them. It's about striking a balance between
The area's
assistance
clear.
and enabling,
We can make a break for it.
ensuring our health is truly beneficial, not a crutch that prevents personal development.
We will not forget
Seneca
what you've
believed
done
in the
for
value
us.
of self-sufficiency
Yeah.
and warned against the pitfalls
Yeah, buddy,
of
yeah, buddy.
dependency. By setting boundaries, we teach others to rely on their inner resources.
What should I do now?
Just as Seneca taught that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances or the actions
Take
of
me
others.
with you.
Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, finding
Exfiltrate,
the virtuous
okay.
middle ground between two
I'm gonna
extremes,
exfiltrate.
applies here as well. In the context of setting boundaries, it's about balancing our desire to be helpful with the need to maintain our own health and happiness. It's a form of practical wisdom, or phronesis, that guides us to make decisions that are good both for us and for those we interact with. Plato's emphasis on the well-ordered soul, one that harmonizes the parts of the self, can be seen
Lydia.
in the act of setting
Lydia,
boundaries.
do you copy?
I got you,
By
John.
defining what
Good
we
work.
will and will
Fucking
not
heartbreaking.
accept, we're
People led to
creating
the slaughter
internal
like
order,
cattle.
ensuring
But thanks
that
to you,
our rational,
they'll live to fight another
spirited,
day.
and
And
appreciative
you've already hit
aspects
major
are in
intel pay
alignment.
dirt. The
This
Rocky Lions
harmony
have
within
come to us.
ourselves enables
Their
us to
leader,
interact
Koban
with the world
Msadze, gave us
in a
Avon
balanced,
Khrushchev.
effective way.
He's another separatist
Carl
sub-lieutenant.
Jung, from the
Vicious,
perspective of
sadist,
depth psychology,
pure evil.
might suggest
nothing
that
on
setting
Tomas or
boundaries
David?
is an essential
That
part
intel
of
will come-
individuation, the process of becoming fully oneself.
I know Koba will
By
be very
delineating
useful.
Let's see what's
He's
the
one
next
of the
mission,
strongest,
so I
most
can just
committed
fast travel
resistance
to the
not
mission.
leaders.
only
Very easy
protecting
on the
our
eyes, too.
psychic energy,
Yeah?
but also
yeah.
encouraging
Let
others
us just keep
to
moving
embark
up
on
the
their
spine
own
of the snake.
journey of
According to Koba,
self-discovery.
you can find Khrushchev in the
Number
blocks.
4.
I'm guessing that's one of those
Being
Soviet
seen
buildings
and
that looks like a
treated
prison.
as
But this
fragile.
one is an apartment building.
There's a
Crumbling,
critical lesson
old,
many of us
supposedly
learn the
abandoned.
hard way.
Watch your
The
step.
risk of being
Could be booby
perceived
trapped.
as always
Thanks,
available, always
Save it.
ready to drop
Can't afford to
everything
lose
for
a
others.
valuable asset like you on the
It's
ground.
a path that
Yeah,
can lead to
right.
feeling
Out.
undervalued and
John,
taken for granted.
wait. Koba
It's
offered
like
his
you're the
support in
reliable old
searching
car
for
that
clues on
everyone
Robert.
expects to
You
start
did
in the
good,
morning
John.
without ever
Out.
thinking about the maintenance it requires. But here's where the shift happens. A moment of transformation that Stoicism and its modern interpretations can guide us through beautifully. When we begin to set boundaries, to assertively say no when circumstances demand it, we initiate a profound change. It's not just about refusing requests or denying help. It's about signaling a deep respect for our own time and energy. Marcus Aurelius would probably frame it as an act of self-respect. He famously said, "It's not the actions of others that disturb us, but our judgments about those actions." In this context, deciding to set boundaries is a judgment that our peace and well-being are paramount. Seneca offers wisdom that dovetails nicely with the idea of setting boundaries. He taught that true freedom comes from within, from being master of oneself.
Mr. North,
by choosing when
this is
and how to say no,
I got your
we
contact from our
exercise
mutual
this freedom,
friend, Lydia Yogatze.
demonstrating that our time
I wanted
and
to
energy
thank you for saving.
are our own to allocate, not at the whims of others' demands. Epictetus would likely remind us that we cannot control how others
I
perceive
hate
our
asking
actions,
for outside help, but if you are
we can
willing to help the
control
people
our
of
actions
Georgia,
themselves.
I will swallow my pride.
Setting
Please meet
boundaries is
me.
an
I will
exercise
send you
in
my location.
focusing on what's within our control, our own actions and responses. Plato might view the act of setting
Got some new
boundaries
intel
through
for
the
me?
lens of his
New
theory
category of
forms,
targets. The
where
most
the
wanted
ideal
list.
form of
The most
helpfulness
dangerous
doesn't
separatist
equate to
monsters out there.
limitless
We're talking
availability.
horrific war crimes.
Instead,
JSOC wants to
it's about
dispense with
offering
where
help in
and
a way that is sustainable.
What about the
and
ICC?
respects the
This is
helper's
American
integrity
justice.
and well-being.
Shoot first, ask
Carl
questions
Jung,
later.
from the
Yeah,
perspective of
well, I've seen
analytical
separatist
psychology,
handiwork in the
might
field, so
suggest that
I don't have any
setting boundaries is
questions.
crucial for
Torture and killing
individuation.
of POWs.
The process of becoming fully oneself. By marking out our limits, we define who we are in relation to others.
Rape and
which is
burning
essential
civilians
for
alive.
psychological health
First
and
target on the
personal
most wanted list
development.
is Ivan
So,
Khrushchev.
when we
Ivan
seek to set
Khrushchev.
boundaries,
Yeah.
it's a
Vodka
declaration
Lion said I
of
could
our
find him
worth.
in the blocks.
It's telling the
New
world,
intel has
I
him
value
moving
my
around the
time and
complex.
energy, and
He's
you
deeply
should too.
paranoid and always travels
This
with a
act
heavy
doesn't
escort.
make us
No
less
fancy
helpful
footwork,
or
John.
caring.
In and out
On the
quickly.
contrary,
Do as
it
much
allows
damage
us
as you
to offer
can,
help when
and
it
hit 'em.
truly matters,
Will do. Out.
without resentment or exhaustion clouding our intentions. It's about doing this well, not just needed. This transformation isn't just liberating us, it subtly teaches others to respect our time and energy as well.
Now you will ask who gave me the driver's license.
A two-way street where our actions teach others how to live the same way. Setting boundaries is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. It's a powerful statement of self-respect and an essential step towards healthy and balanced relationships. By valuing our own time and energy, we teach others to value them too. This shift not only
Let's
enhances
go slowly,
our sense
maybe.
of self-worth, but also deepens the respect we receive from those around us. Let's carry this wisdom forward, embracing the strength that comes from knowing and asserting our worth. So, after wandering through the rich landscapes of Stoicism and exploring the nuances of kindness,
John,
boundaries, and
remember to
self-care,
find the
what's
crashed
the
room.
essence that
I've
we're
sent you
left
its last
beholding?
location.
Its
Its
a
GPS is still
profound
operational.
realization, really.
We covered the data
One that
before someone else
reshapes not
does.
just our actions,
Roger.
but our very approach to life. Stoicism, with its ancient roots and timeless wisdom, isn't a call to retreat.
It's
from
heavily
the world
guarded.
or to
Won't be
harden
easy to
our
sneak into
hearts
the
against
building.
the needs of
Try to
others.
find the other way.
Far from
Maybe
it.
you could take him out
It's
from
an
a distance.
invitation to engage with the world more deeply, more wisely, with a clear understanding of our own boundaries,
Hello?
and a steadfast commitment to our inner peace.
Yeah?
This philosophy teaches us a balance that's
what?
rare and precious in today's fast-paced, often
Yeah,
demanding
yeah,
world.
simple.
It shows us that true generosity isn't about giving until we're depleted. It's about giving in a way that enriches both the giver and the receiver. It's a form of generosity that's sustainable, rooted in a deep awareness of our own needs and the genuine desire to meet the needs of others. Living a stoic life means navigating the delicate dance between caring for others and caring for ourselves. It's recognizing that we can't pour from an empty cup, that our ability to be there for others hinges on how well we look after our own well-being. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, all these stoic sages, were onto something profound. They understood that inner
Locate
peace
and
isn't
kill
a
the
passive
target.
state,
Optional,
but
recover the
result
drone.
of conscious, deliberate choices about how we engage with the world and where we set our limits. It's about finding joy in the act of giving, without attaching our happiness to the outcomes of our actions or the approval of others.
Huh?
Stoicism teaches us to find fulfillment in the knowledge that we've acted according to our principles, that we've contributed to the world in a way that's true to our values and respects our limitations. And here's perhaps the most beautiful part. When we live by these Stoic principles, we create a ripple effect. Our approach to life, grounded in wisdom and self-respect, becomes a model for others. We show that it's possible to be kind without losing ourselves, to be generous without becoming martyrs. We inspire those around us to find their own balance, to protect their inner peace while opening their hearts to the world. So, the takeaway from all this, it's a call to live boldly and compassionately, with a keen awareness of our own needs and the needs of others. It's an encouragement to set boundaries that allow us to be present.
Where's
and
the
genuine
target? I
in
can't
our
see the
acts
target.
of kindness.
I think he's inside the room.
Stoicism isn't about withdrawing from the world. It's about engaging with it more
Okay.
fully, with a clear-eyed
I need to charge it.
understanding of what
I
it
don't have
means
charge.
to live well. As we draw this journey to a close, remember, the path of Stoicism is not one of isolation, but of profound engagement with the world. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace, from which we can extend our kindness and generosity without losing ourselves in the process. This wisdom, ancient yet so vital today, invites us to live fully, to embrace the delicate balance between giving and preserving, between being there for others and honoring our own needs. And now, as we ponder these timeless teachings, I invite you to explore further. On the screen you'll find suggested videos that delve deeper into the art of living well, into finding that perfect harmony between the demands of the world and the whisperings of our souls. Let's continue to grow together, to inspire and be inspired, as we navigate the beautiful complexity of life with wisdom, courage, and a boundless heart. Thank you for sharing this moment with me and for being an integral part of the Stoic Journal. Imagine facing life's toughest challenges, loss, pain, uncertainty, and still finding a way to rise above it all.
Why do you
Not
want to
just
play then if you don't want to
surviving,
watch?
but
Don't like
thriving.
it?
This isn't just about ancient history or forgotten philosophies. It's about something that can change your life today. I'm talking about Stoicism, a philosophy that has the power to transform your struggles into strengths and your fears into courage. It's not
I
a
want to
magic
see the
pill,
target.
but
I
a
can't
way
see
of
him.
living that
I
can
think
help
he's
you
inside.
navigate the chaos of modern life with grace and wisdom. Think about it. In a world that's constantly trying to push you towards endless desires and immediate gratifications, what if I told you that the key to true happiness lies
Can't get
in
it,
embracing simplicity,
Need to find another
practicing
way.
gratitude, and focusing on what's within your control? This is not just another self-help gimmick. It's a time-tested, battle-hardened philosophy that great leaders, thinkers, and even emperors have used to lead meaningful lives. So, if you've ever felt lost, overwhelmed, or just plain curious about how to live a good life, stick around. Let's dive deep into the heart of Stoicism and uncover the secrets to a fulfilling life. Secrets that Marcus
Can't drive the
Aurelius
drone. It's
Seneca
really hard
and
to drive the drone.
Epictetus left for us to find. Trust me,
No
this
battery.
journey could
I
be
think
the turning point you've been
we
searching
can't.
for. The only thing I ask of you is not to skip this video in any way. If you're here, consider yourself different from the majority. Consider
Let me
yourself
listen
an
and try.
exception. Now act like one, and don't
The
skip
drone is
any
really hard
part
to
of the
control.
content.
Very hard. Pure
One,
function? Call?
Put people first.
What does it mean? I had an error.
In a world that
Which
often
error?
measures success by what you have rather than what you give, Marcus Aurelius
Yeah.
stands as a towering example of true leadership. Imagine being the most powerful man
Yeah,
in the
the game
known
crashed.
world, where every luxury, every pleasure
Oh,
could easily
okay.
be yours
I'll
without
be
a
streaming
second
after
thought.
like 2 hours.
Yet,
I'm
when
gonna
faced
take
with
a
one
break
of the
now,
most
go have dinner.
devastating crises of his time, a pandemic that
Maybe let's
threatened
raid
to wipe
someone.
out a significant portion
What
of
do you
his
think,
empire,
Shot? Raid,
Marcus
raid,
chose
raid.
a path that was radically different
Raid
from what we might
in
expect
5.
from someone of his stature. Instead of isolating himself in the comfort of his palace, surrounded by wealth and luxury, he took a step that was both bold and humbling. He began to sell off his own possessions, treasures that were not just valuable, but also symbols of imperial power and divine status. This wasn't a mere gesture. It was a lifeline thrown to a society struggling to survive, a society that looked up to him, not just for leadership, but for compassion and hope.
I don't know how I'm
this
going
act
to
of
raid,
selflessness
but still.
is a vivid illustration of Stoicism in action. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, was not just a theoretical guide for Marcus. It was a way of life. By prioritizing the welfare of his people over his own comfort, Marcus embodied the Stoic ideal that true wealth is not found in personal possessions, but in living a life of virtue and service to others. But Marcus Aurelius wasn't the only philosopher to espouse these values. Consider Aristotle, who believed that the essence of true happiness lies in living a life of virtuous activity in accordance with reason. He argued that real fulfillment comes from contributing to the community and living a life that transcends mere personal pleasure or material gain. Similarly, Plato emphasized the importance of the philosopher king, a ruler who, guided by wisdom and justice, puts the needs of the state and its citizens above his own desires. When we put people first, especially in times of crisis, we do more than just provide material support. We offer hope, solidarity, and a sense of shared humanity. This is the essence of leadership that Marcus Aurelius exemplifies, a leadership not rooted in authority or fear, but in empathy, sacrifice, and a profound commitment to the common good. 2. Another path is always open. Have you ever hit a wall feeling like every direction you turn leads nowhere? It's a common experience, one that can leave us feeling frustrated, hopeless, and stuck. But what if I told you that this feeling, as universal as it is, can be transformed into something positive? This is where the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius shines a light on a powerful truth.
Yeah, let's have
when one door closes,
more people for raid.
another opens.
When we're
Marcus
ready for raid, I'm going to start.
Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Epictetus taught that life is full of obstacles, but these obstacles are not the end of the road. Instead, they are opportunities for growth, redirection, and the discovery of new paths. Stoicism, at its core, is about understanding that we might not have control over the events that happen to us, but we always have control over how we respond to those events. This Stoic principle is a game changer because it challenges us to shift our perspective from seeing obstacles as dead ends to viewing them as redirections. It's about embracing the idea that there's always another way, another path that we can take. This doesn't mean that the alternative path will be easy or straightforward. Sometimes it might require us to dig deep, to be creative, or to develop skills and strengths we didn't know we had. Let's consider the wisdom of other great minds in Western philosophy and psychology. Aristotle once said, "The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance." This idea resonates with the Stoic view of obstacles. It's not the external obstacle that defines our experience, but the significance we assign to it and the actions we take in response. Socrates, with his method of questioning, reminds us to interrogate our own beliefs about the obstacles we face.
Yeah, I know.
By questioning